lights off. Beats me. Hello? Let's take a look around. Hello? We've arrived. This seems a bit more lively. This is kind of freaking me out. It's weird, right? Arriving at an abandoned mansion with no one to greet you? Yeah, it's a little odd. Oh God, this is when some guy with a chainsaw rushes up from the basement, isn't it? Don't worry. We've been invited here for a reason. And I don't think it's so our host can wear our faces as leather masks. That's super comforting.
Ladies, hello, hello, welcome.
Hello.
Didn't exactly get explicit directions as to what to do once I got here, so.
Yeah, same.
I am so sorry. Where are my manners? My name is Stan. And you would be?
Maddie.
Maddie. Beautiful name. Short for Madeline.
Madison, actually.
Ah. Middle name Lexington?
What?
Midtown. The Big Apple? The city that never sleeps. Home to the most beautiful of women and fiendishly desperate of men.
Madison Avenue. Okay, got it.
A fitting name for such a lovely lady.
This place is like super duper creep town, right? It's not just me.
I was taking a look around before, and let's just say I'm surprised it hasn't been condemned by the local authorities.
Yikes.
Lights don't even seem to work right. How do you mess up lights? That's like basic modernity, right?
Right.
Yep. The state of this place doesn't exactly reflect well on our mysterious host.
Oh, Stan, this is...
Linda Castle. I am such a huge fan of your work. I'm at a loss for words. I am just humbled by your presence.
Okay, sure.
Bruno Stanford III, at your beck and call. Only if you call me Stan.
Sure.
Truly an honor. Truly.
So what's going on right now?
Well, I think our new friend here is familiar with some of my little
Oh,
movies.
hold on. Your movies are a lot of things, but they are not little.
You're a filmmaker?
Yeah. I've made some movies.
A lot more than some movies, if I may say so. Maybe you've heard of a little film called Buried by the Break of Dawn? Blood Point. Bloodbenders. The blade may swing in both directions, but death only moves in one.
No. Sorry.
Wait, didn't you two come here together?
Oh, no. I mean, yeah, we drove in together, but only the last couple miles.
I had some car trouble.
I see. I'm sorry. I thought that you were Miss Castle's assistant.
Nope, just me. Wait, should I be flattered or insulted by that?
Oh, well, I didn't mean.
I'm just flattered you think I have an assistant.
I'm sure if you did, she would not be nearly as charming as Miss Avenue.
Your last name is Avenue?
No.
What? Did I miss something?
Only that we are at a loss at what to do in the absence of our host, wherever they may be.
I guess we should keep looking around. I mean, why not at this point?
Maybe our host has left something out for us.
Rozejrzyj się, oczekując na Augustin Liba.
Oh, I won't bore you with all the details, but it involves money and fast cars and trading. But nothing illegal, obviously.
Oh, obviously.
Kochani, muszę coś tutaj wyjaśnić. Przez moje roztargnienie oczywiście nie uruchomiłem mikrofonu, także cały początek mi się nie nagrał. W związku z tym dopiero teraz chciałbym przywitać was w kolejnym odcinku jakże tej ciekawej i ładnej graficznie grze. Na początku poruszyłem temat jednego z moich przemyśleń, więc pamiętacie, jak w tamtym odcinku pokonaliśmy Franka Stone'a i tam wyżej na podejście była pewna postać i w związku z tym mam pewne przypuszczenie co do tej osoby. Mianowicie, czy to nie jest przypadkiem ta gospodyni, do której teraz przyjechaliśmy, pani Augustin Liba? Zobaczymy, czy moje przypuszczenie się sprawdzi. Drugi temat też, jak byliśmy wczoraj w tej hucie i tam były zapiski odnośnie pracowników, tam też przewijało się dokładnie to samo nazwisko, także jest to dziwnie powiązane. Zobaczymy, jak będzie tutaj w tym miejscu. Dobra, ale już nie gadam. Postaram się, żeby ten mikrofon jednak był cały czas uruchomiony. No i grajmy tak. Epos o Gilgameszu.
A bit of light bedtime reading.
Tabliczka 5. Zabicie Humbaby. Przyjacielu mój, Humbaba, strażnik lasu, zmiel, zabij, rozgnieć i zniszcz go, nim usłyszy nas wielki Bóg Elil, bo bogowie są już rozwścieczeni. Elil jest w Nipurze, Szamasz jest w Siparze. Postaw na wieki posąg głoszący, jak Gilgamesz zabił Humbabę. Zbudowali tratwę, Enkidu stanął u steru, Gilgamesz zaś trzymał łeb Humbaby. Dopisek. Czytaj uważnie, Norman. Przyjrzyj się dobrze, co Enkidu mówi o Gilgameszowi. Przejrzał prośby Humbaby o łagodność, zrozumiał, że oszczędzenie demona zniweczy uczciwie zdobyte zwycięstwo naszego bohatera. Że tylko brutalna demonstracja wzbudzi zamęt wśród obserwujących ich bogów. W pościgu za chwałą nie ma miejsc na litość. Niebiosa nie otworzą się dla czempiona pełnego zahamowań. Odkładamy. Książka próbująca przedstawić jakiemuś Normanowi dowody, że akty coś tam nie zdążyłem doczytać. To jest bardzo dziwne. O ile prolog był w miarę czytelny, O tyle tutaj kompletnie nie wiem, co my tutaj robimy. Kim jest nasza aktualna postać?
Huh. Movie poster inside a cabinet. Interesting choice.
Czy ośmielisz się wejść do morderczej huty?
Hey, either of you heard of murder mill?
Holy shinobi. You're kidding, right?
No.
Not the only one around here who's familiar with it.
Wait. This is one of yours?
It's one of the first things I ever worked on. Super low budget. We had no idea what we were doing. Should never have seen the light of day. I still wish it hadn't.
Why?
Well, things tend to get blown out of proportion.
I heard it was only screened a few times, and each time the audience flew into a rabid, murderous rage.
No, come on.
Don't try and deny it. The film is legendary.
I think people were just bored out of their minds.
Look, I'm sure they made you sign all sorts of non-disclosure agreements, like
What? Who?
the government. When they confiscated and destroyed every existing copy of the film,
Oh, give me a break.
I heard they kept at least one, just in case. And the CIA's got this secret lab called Leary's Memorial Institute where they use it for enhanced interrogation.
How do you know all this?
I'm a fan. And it pays to know this kind of stuff.
Is that supposed to happen?
I don't know, but I am digging the theatrics.
Ah, good. I see you three have wasted no time getting acquainted with each other. I'm so very sorry for the delay in my arrival. There are a great many things that require my attention at the moment, and I would hate to have to deprive you of my full attention while we are together.
Ah, yes. And speaking of needing attention,
All dried up, are we? We can't have that. After all, you're far too capable of a negotiator when you're sober.
and twice that when I'm not.
Madison, would you also like a refreshment?
It's just Maddie.
Oh, my mistake. Maddie it is.
Oh, it's fine.
Nonsense. Never be shy about what you call yourself. Your name is who you are. That's important to remember.
And who are you?
I call myself Augustine Lieber.
Nice to meet you, Augustine Lieber.
Now that we are properly introduced, I must again offer you a drink.
Nie, ktoś musi być tutaj trzeźwy.
No, that's okay.
You sure? It's very good.
You can confirm.
Yeah, flying and drinking doesn't agree with me. Thanks, though.
No, zaskakujące, że nawet odrzucenie chęci
I know it's
drinka
been quite a long journey for you all to come here today.
wpłynie
I
na
hope,
fabułę.
Despite that, you'll find it'll all be worth the effort.
Guess that's up to you now, isn't it?
I suppose it is.
Well, I'll show you mine. Do show me yours.
Ale
wait a
wciąż,
bit,
co my
Iga.
tu robimy?
Manners, Mr. Stanford. Not all of us are caught up yet.
Brass tacks, Augustine. I did not come all this way just for drinks.
What's in there?
Look, I don't know what you two have come to sell her, but I just happen to have one of the most sought-after pieces of rare cinematic ephemera to ever hit the market.
Huh.
Well, that right there is the only surviving segment of film from the original camera shot celluloid of one Murder Mill. The earliest known work of a certain noted auteur, allegedly. Should be worth a small fortune.
So I'm told.
Hate to burst your bubble.
Damn it. There goes its one-of-a-kind value.
Not quite.
I never knew what it was from. You told me I had to bring this to you in person if I wanted to make it.
I will keep the promises I make to you. All of you.
Podejrzane to wszystko.
What if I don't want to sell?
Well, that would be your choice. But after 40 years of pain, why would you choose to live with more? I have to apologize again, but there are urgent matters I must attend to in my private reliquary. You're welcome to continue to make yourselves at home until I return.
I really think we need to finish discussing.
All in due course, Ms. Castle.
Ciekawe. Wszystko rozgrywa się, widzę tutaj o ten film Mroczna Huta,
So
tak?
close. I could feel the entity's force, its power pulsating through the steel mill. Until Sam Green's petty act of bravado ruined everything. The
Rytuał
disrupted,
zakłócony. Mój
my
klucz
key
okaleczony.
mangled.
A jednak Frank Stone nie zginął tamtej nocy. Jego esencja wżarła się w fundamenty huty. Niekończący się agonalny koszmar. Musiałam znaleźć sposób, żeby go obudzić. Czyli sytuacja z prologu była jak najbardziej prawdziwa.
You just don't get it, do you? You think we're weak? That we're nothing? You make me sick. There's just one thing you bastards will just never understand. You can tie us up. You can torture us. You can put us through every hellish trial your sick imaginations can come up with. But you'll never defeat our spirit. No, no, no. My sister? Oh, God. All I have to do is betray my own sister, and you'll let me go free to fight another day. God damn you! God damn you for forcing me to make this impossible choice! You fail to see what truly makes us human. I'd rather die 1,000 miserable deaths than betray someone I love. My answer is no. And there is nothing you can do to change my mind. All right, you alien scum. Do your worst. I can take it. Ah! What is that? What are you doing?
Jakieś to naciągane.
And cut.
How's that?
That was amazing.
Really?
Tak też
Was it
czułem.
like too much?
No way.
Because I felt like maybe I oversold it a little.
You gotta play to the cheap seats, Jaime. That's where the money is.
Rad.
Chris
How do
jest
we do,
zadowolona
Lena?
z
Was
twojej
that
gry
good one?
aktorskiej.
Let me check the gate.
can check the gate on these little Super 8s?
No, actually, the lens doesn't come off, so.
Somebody just wanted to show off all the fancy new crap they learned from the film production books in the library.
I'm just trying to take the craft seriously.
The craft! Jeez Louise.
So, are we good, or what?
Yeah. I mean, it looked great.
How did the blood gag look?
Well,
Linda, you did get the blood gag, didn't you?
I mean, it's really all about how Jaime sells it.
I did really sell it.
Yeah, but did you get any of it in frame?
You kind of see it splash up in Jaime's face a little.
Oh, Linda! I told you I wanted a wide close-up that shows off our super cool bloody arm gag and Jaime's face acting, not just an extreme shot of Jaime's face acting.
I was in the moment. I have to be allowed to express my artistic instincts with the camera, too. And there's no such thing as a wide close-up.
Or an extreme shot.
Or face acting. It's just acting.
Does anyone even care that I'm the director?
Linda, when you're making movies, you gotta respect the director's vision. And this is Chris's film, so...
Don't worry about it. Let's just go again, okay? You did it your way, now we do it my way. Hold still, let me clean you off.
We'll get it on this one.
If we don't, you can just make it up to me in my trailer after the shoot. Yeah. Oh, it's like spearmint cough syrup.
Yeah, all my gagging was kind of real.
Worth it.
You guys want me to leave?
All right. On your feet, people. Everybody back to one. We're going again. We are going again. Okay, sound speeds.
Camera speeds.
All right, everybody settle. And hold. And hold. And action. Fuck! No!
Oh, dude, that is not good.
What do you think you're doing in here?
Oh, hi, Mr. Green.
Sheriff,
Sheriff. Right. Sorry.
how many times have I told you to stay away from this place?
We were just in the middle of a take.
A take.
For our film production.
You can't shoot a movie in here.
But this is where the big climax happens.
This is a condemned steel mill, Mr. Rivera. And you are trespassing. Now, unless you want to spend the night locked up in jail, I suggest you, Miss Castle, and Miss...
Dixie. Ms. Tammy D. Dixie.
Miss Gordon. Miss Christine Gordon. I suggest you immediately vacate the premises, and you do not, under any circumstances, set 1 foot back here in the Cedar Still Mill. Ever.
Oh, man. Sir, we're really sorry. We didn't realize we were doing anything wrong. We'll clear out.
Whoa. Jaime, we've got a movie to finish.
I know, but we have to do what the sheriff says. He's the sheriff.
I don't care who he is.
And we're very happy to do whatever the sheriff asks.
And, don't forget to clean up.
Without a working camera or a location, I guess that's it then, huh?
The camera just needs to be fixed. What the hell crawled up his ass?
He's not so bad. Usually.
We're not gonna do what he says, right? Really?
We can figure out how to finish the movie when we get back to the garage.
Czyli znowu wracamy do przeszłości. Linda jest młoda. Zastanawiająca jest ta huta, czy to jest to miejsce, które mieliśmy w prologu na samym początku, ale na 100% tak. W przeciwnym razie po co to byłoby tutaj przywoływane to wspomnienie. Druga sprawa, że ciągle przewija się temat jakiegoś filmu zaginionego, który najprawdopodobniej zostanie nakręcony tutaj w tej hucie. A może ta pierwsza scena była sceną jak z filmu? Przekonamy się, kochani. A wy jak myślicie? Napiszcie w komentarzu. Ciekawe tylko, czy to jest ten sam policjant, którym graliśmy na początku. Ale chyba nie. Zauważyliście, kochani, że tłumaczenie tutaj trochę różni się od prawdy? Cedar Hills 1980. Czyżby to był początek? Pierwsze z te sceny? Nie. Czyli w 1980 oni byli w tej hucie i próbowali nakręcić film. Zobaczymy, na co wpadną teraz. Garaż Jamie'ego.
And utter disaster.
Don't be so dramatic.
It's not like we've got a real deadline.
Ugh, who needs a real deadline when every wasted second brings you closer and closer to your ultimate cosmic eternal deadline?
Gothic. I like it. Hey, what are these?
Oh, I got those for us all to wear when we shoot. Surprise.
Wait, you
Dużo
guys are
tutaj
both
gadają
actors.
strasznie.
So, it'll just be me?
So you'll be like our ambassador.
Yeah, not a chance.
Whoa, don't open that up. I still haven't taken the film out yet.
I thought it was broken.
Well, yeah, the lens is cracked, but the footage is still good. Unless, you open it.
Whatever.
We got some good stuff today. Glass half full.
Dude, just let me be upset. Doesn't Sheriff Green have anything better to do with his time? Like, go after actual criminals and shit?
Cedar Hills is not exactly a noted hotbed of criminal activity.
That's not entirely true. There was that whole serial killer thing.
I was just a baby. I don't really know anything about it.
Oh, you're still just a baby.
Uj,
You still don't
baby.
know anything.
Now, be a good little baby and tell me all about this whole serial killer business.
O, czyli już seryjny.
I know some stuff.
Spill it, lady.
For starters, I think that's why Sheriff Green doesn't want us to go in the steel mill.
Oh yeah, that's where it all went down.
So you do know stuff.
Czyli to są wydarzenia
Hell
po,
back, you traitor.
Yeah, because I knew you'd get all like
po naszym
this.
prologu.
Hell yeah, I would. Linda, tell me about the steel mill killer.
Well, that's where it all ended. But before that, there was a whole string of disappearances. Kidnappings, really. Murders.
So what was this guy's name? Maybe we should write him into the movie.
Oh, I don't know if
Frank Stone.
Huh. So Frank Stone was actually killing people in the steel mill? Like our steel mill where we were just shooting like an hour ago?
that's the theory.
Frank was working at the mill, but I think it was on its last legs by then. Probably not a lot of people around. They shut it down right after.
Pytaj, pytaj.
Who were the victims?
Będzie dobry film z tego.
People, some from the town, some were never identified.
The killings were random. There was no pattern.
Like, how many are we talking?
No
No one
właśnie.
knows for sure.
Because they never found the bodies.
They found parts.
Kawałki, no tak. Opowiadaj dalej.
Do you know what this means?
That we need a new location.
No, dummy. That we already have the best location.
How do you?
Think about it. Our movie shot in a real-life murder mill? You can't buy that kind of publicity, Buster.
Oh,
People are actually going to want to see this thing. We're going to be like totally famous.
Okay, sure. We might get some butts in seats, but like, what if they don't like what they see?
Then we just gotta make sure these last couple of scenes are gonna blow the top of their heads off. Fuck, but not if our fucking camera is fucking broken.
Hey, why don't we just take the camera to the drugstore and see if we can get it fixed?
So, yeah, the thing is, I kind of spent the rest of the budget on the t-shirts. Unless you know of anybody looking to get into film finance, we're kind of shit out of luck.
Wszędzie awantury. A wy co tu robicie?
You want a piece of me too?
No cześć, kowbojko.
Howdy, partner. How's lap on the range?
Did he hit his head or something? The hell's wrong with you?
Nothing, sorry.
Ugh, why is Dad such a demanding asshole? I came home to help, not do everything. I mean, I'm not a maid. Do I look like a fucking maid? You better not say I look like a fucking maid.
He's just worried about Mom.
Well, like he's worried that as soon as she croaks, I'm out of here, and then he'll have to be his own fucking maid for once in his life.
Jeez, Bonnie.
Przykre.
That's pretty harsh.
Don't mean it's not true.
Maybe you should cut him a little slack, you know? This is hard for him. And me too.
Yeah, well, you didn't have to put your whole life on hold and come all the way home from New York City and suddenly play mom while your own mom is sick.
To jest trudny temat jak zawsze. Niby rodzina ważna, ale wesprzyj.
Right.
To jest
I
chyba
didn't
twoja
look at it like
siostra,
that.
więc...
It's not fair for you to have to fill Mom's shoes.
No, it's not.
And man, it sucks you had to leave New York.
Yeah?
And you had to put your whole life on hold.
Okay. Now I feel like I'm getting played.
Ironia.
What? No,
You're doing that thing where you say back to me all the things I was just complaining about, but when you say them back, you act like you were being such a good listener, and you really get me. Ay, hermanito, like I don't know what you're up to.
well, we were kind of wondering if you could lend us a couple of bucks.
Money.
Jasne.
We're so close to finishing the movie.
Sianko.
Our camera had a high-speed encounter with the pavement.
How much do you need?
It kind of depends on the damage, so it could be like just a couple of bucks, or it could be more than a couple of bucks, like 20 bucks or 30 bucks or...
You have no idea, do you?
No skąd? Wiadomo, że nie wiem.
Really?
So, let's say hypothetically, I help you out. What do I get out of this? You gonna make me a producer or something?
Sure. Of course. Associate producer, Bonnie Rivera.
Associate producer is a bullshit paper credit.
Linda.
Okay, yeah, I don't really give a shit about having a credit on your movie. So, maybe if you actually have something real to offer?
Przekup ją. Dobra i fura.
All right, fine. You can borrow my van all week. What?
Dude, I wouldn't be caught dead in that thing.
Vans are cool. Everybody wants to drive a van.
Nope.
Try again.
If I may offer a suggestion, Jaime, why don't you take over some of Bonnie's chores?
Enticing.
O,
Oh, man.
to jest
All my
argument.
chores, no complaints.
Yes, ma'am.
Then I think we got a deal.
Wise decision.
Don't try and weasel out of it either. Pleasure doing business with you.
Pleasure's all mine.
Czyli mamy sprzęt.
You all right there? You're looking a little, wiggly.
I'm fine. It's just... what is in that fake blood?
I think it's just mint-flavored real blood.
Oh, it did say to avoid any prolonged skin contact. You washed it all off, like, right away, right?
You don't think it's, like, actually poisonous, do you?
It's a horror movie, Jaime. Anyone could go.
Nie zmył krwi.
Time! Hopefully there's enough time to fix the camera before they close tonight.
I'm not sure the drugstore clerk will even know how to fix it.
Hey, think positive.
It's not like there's anywhere else in town we could take it.
What?
What about there?
I thought that place was condemned.
Guess they got a new tenant.
Do curiosity shops even repair cameras?
There was a place like that near my grandfather's house. The owner used to tinker with all sorts of old junk. You never know.
I bet they have some rad old junk, too.
Your call, Chris.
Dobra, niech będą te bibeloty. Może akurat.
Why not? I certainly am curious regarding said shop. Eh?
Yes, I get it.
Jest to na pewno nieoczywista droga.
Man, if I didn't know any better, I'd say this place looks like it's been here forever.
And a half.
Maybe you should write it in.
Don't tempt me.
What if the owner's a deranged serial killer who collects wayward teenagers and turns them into antiques?
Dzieciaki mają bogatą wyobraźnię.
Check out the wares.
Ooh, cameras.
These look like they've seen better days.
They're not gonna put the best ones in the window. We gotta look inside.
Aparaty, kamery,
Too bad.
zamknięte.
So much for that. We
No,
can see
ale
what the
byli,
drugstore
zajrzeli.
closes.
And what is it you're looking for?
O, babuszka.
Hello. Hello. We saw the cameras. We're trying to find a replacement for this.
Of course you are. Please. Come on inside.
No i już interes się kręci.
Now, let me see. I think I have something that may interest you, if I can find it out back. Please make yourselves at home.
Na zapleczu
And be
rozgośćcie
sure to
się.
have a look around. You never know what treasures you might find.
Make ourselves at home? Here?
I don't know. I think it's kind of cozy. In a failed capitalist state kind of way.
Let's see. Could it have been in...
Rozejrzyj się, oczekując na sprzedawczynię. No i już pierwsza poszlaka.
Whoever owned this place
Drogi
before
panie
had some lousy
Olson,
luck.
niniejszy list stanowi potwierdzenie umowy sprzedaży orzechowych Nedelicji Neda. Wszelkie dokumenty związane z transakcją zostały podpisane. Płatność zaś otrzyma pan przed zakończeniem miesiąca. Klient prosił mnie również o przekazanie wyrazów współczucia z powodu obecnej trudnej sytuacji. Jeśli można wyciągnąć z niej naukę, to taką, że pożary, kradzieże i strata nie przytrafiają się wyłącznie innym ludziom. Mam nadzieję, że wyprowadzka z Cheddar Hills pozwoli panu zdystansować się od tych nieszczęść. Czas jest w końcu najlepszym lekarstwem i być może przyjdzie dzień, w którym będzie pan gotów na adopcję kolejnego kota. Z wyrażami szacunku, R. Straker. Sklep, który zmienił niedawno właścicieli. Dobra, mamy porozmawiać też z Lindą, ale zanim z Lindą porozmawiam, to
Let's say
koniecznie,
hypothetically she does find a camera for us back there. What's the next move?
mam zamiar się rozejrzeć tutaj.
Well, except the mill. Sheriff Green's gonna have his eyes glued to the front gates. No way we can get back in again.
To jest kruk. Linda, z tobą porozmawiam później. Najpierw zwiedzanie sklepu. Bo być może gdzieś tu jakaś znajdźka będzie. To jest chyba rolka do filmu. Ale kochani, słyszycie tą muzykę? O, i mamy. Uśmiechnięta dziedziczka posiadłość Macmillan. Jezu, upiorna jest. A jej twarz nie przypomina przypadkiem Franka? Frank Stone w prologu też miał taki hełm. Uśmiechnięta broszka. Broszka, no nie broszka. Chyba tutaj jeszcze coś było do telewizora.
Who would want to watch this creep fest?
No kiedyś, w latach 80. tylko takie telewizory były. Dobra, czyli tu obszedłem.
I don't know what that is, but it looks painful.
To jakby kręgosłup z czaszką na końcu. Faktycznie ciekawe rzeczy tutaj są. Mamy pudełko. Pudełko jest, tylko nie ma nowego.
Oh, cute bunny.
Przerażający. Skoro jest pudełko, to czy nie powinno gdzieś tutaj być jakaś figurka szachowa?
What I was trying to say before,
Co mi tu wyskoczyło? Dobra, tu zamknięte. W porządku, Linda. Będziemy rozmawiać.
she comes running out straight at us with a giant chainsaw. I'm gonna be like so bummed out.
No trudno.
You're in luck. A very fine item indeed. Yes.
Whoa.
May I?
I insist.
Prawie taka sama.
It's pretty old. Possible we could make it work, but it's not exactly what we had in mind.
Mm-hmm.
How much are you asking for it?
Oh, there's a tiny little price tag on it, but I seem to have forgotten my reading glasses. Why don't you take a look?
$10.
Nie no, nie będziemy babuszki tutaj targować się.
Sure. I think that seems reasonable for something like this.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for finding us a camera.
Oh, it was no trouble at all. It truly is such a joy to see young people so passionate about the arts.
Yeah. Yep, that's us.
A starą kamerę zostawili? Jezu, wszystkie te postacie są takie podejrzane
Wait, guys.
tutaj.
Oh, I'm such a moron. I told my mom I'd pick up some milk on the way home.
Oh, do you want me to...
Hold this. Be right back.
Wait, Chris, we just spent all the money.
Emergency sock quarter.
Emergency sock quarter?
Ćwierć dolarówkę. Kup mleko. Kupię, ale zanim kupię... Kurde, znowu to pudełko, no.
Cursed movies? Really?
Czego lepiej nie odgrzebywać? Mroczna mitologia zaginionego filmu. Niektóre zaginione w mrokach dziejów filmów zdobyły przez swoją nieobecność w pamięci widzów aurę tajemniczości. Fascynują one historyków filmowych w równym stopniu, co zwolenników teorii spiskowych. Nie dlatego, że chcą oni podziwiać dokonania aktorskie czy też kunszt reżyserski, lecz dlatego, że ich zdaniem w pozyskanych resztkach filmowych taśm dostrzec można mroczniejszą od naszej rzeczywistość, jaką uchwycić można tylko kamera filmowa. Osoby najmocniej związane z produkcją zdystansowały się do plotek dotyczących zniknięcia Deana, z których najczęściej powtarzana głosi, jakoby we wszelkich scenach z Deanem na ocalałych taśmach widoczna jest przytaczająca się w tle pustynna mgła. Być może na pustkowiach rzeczywiście coś się czaiło, czekając na dogonną chwilę, by porwać gwiazdę filmu i wykorzystać ją do swoich podłości. Istnieje cały długi szereg filmów, których zniknięcie. No dobra, brzmi ciekawie. A to co jest?
Demolition scheduled this year. Whoa. Our movie is going to be the last record of the mill.
Renowacja Cedar Hills wchodzi w nową fazę. Pospiesz się i zdobądź miejsce dla siebie już dziś. Nieruchomości ogłosili rozpoczęcie kolejnego etapu odmieniania oblicza Cedar Hills. Nowe domy mają powstać na terenach wokół dawnej huty stali Cheddar. Rozpoczęły się już wizyty rozpoznawcze na terenie dawnej huty, po której oprowadzają złożone z inżynierów i architektów zespoły eksperckie Lightbringera. Rozbiórka obiektu planowana jest na bieżący rok. Rozpoczęcie budowy zaś na początku 1981. Czyli będą rozbierać tą halę, więc ten film powstanie no niebawem. No w końcu. Czy to nie to? Jest. Przemoknięty but. 4 imiona, 4 kolejnej próby. Mówi mi, żebym się nie śpieszył. Podejdę jeszcze do tego pudełka, bo interesuje mnie, czy przegapiłem właśnie. Nie, czyli wychodzi, że jestem na bieżąco. Już się bałem, że przegapiłem. Dobra, z lodówki należałoby wziąć mleko.
Another missing kid.
Zaginiony Benny Baker. Zaginął 24 kwietnia 80 roku. Włosy brązowe. Jeśli potrafię zidentyfikować zaginionego, zadzwoń do biura szeryfa Cedar Hill. Zaginione osoby. Czyżby to ten dzieciak? Ale nie, ten w prologu był w kołysce jeszcze. A może coś nowego się dzieje? Dobra, kupmy mleczko.
Hey, Chris.
Robert! Wait, I thought you worked at the library.
How would you know? Don't think I ever saw you come in.
I got spies everywhere, man.
So, Linda.
Busted.
You can always come in yourself, you know. Books don't bite.
Linda's the bookworm. I'm more of a movie worm.
I don't think that's a real kind of worm.
Neither's a bookworm.
So we're about to close in like 2 minutes, so...
No mleko, mleko.
Oh, right, yeah. Ring me up.
All right, that'll be 25 cents.
Okay.
Yeah, you sure don't see coin like this working in the library. Actually, you don't see any coin. It's volunteer hours.
Not so bad if you like to read, I guess.
True. We've got a rad horror section, too.
Didn't know you were a horror guy. Just books?
Movies, comics, too. Whatever I can get my hands on.
You know, Jaime and
Nowy
Linda and I are
aktor.
all making a horror movie down at the old Cedar Steel Mill.
No kidding.
We could always use an extra hand if you're into that kind of thing.
Super into it.
But
Does my dad know you're going into the mill? He watches that place like a hawk.
yeah, we had a little run-in with him today, but we're gonna
Czyli
sneak
syn
back in
szeryfa.
and shoot the rest.
Man. I would love to be involved.
Involved in what?
Hey, Dad. Yeah, Chris was just telling me about
We're putting together a fundraiser.
to show movies at the library.
Ta.
Okay.
Jednak.
You need a ride home?
W porządku.
Oh, yeah. Let me just get my bag.
Chris. I'm sorry I was a little harsh with you and your friends before. I just wanted to make sure you're taking me seriously.
No nie. To możemy.
I get it. They told me about Frank Stone. Gotta be a lot of demons in a place like that.
When you spend enough time in my line of work, you realize every place has got its demons. You ready? Take care.
Hey. I can get you back into the mill without him knowing. Just say the word.
Let's make a movie.
Nasz... Jestem ciekaw, jak ten zaginiony film, który pokazali, będzie wyglądał. Bo zapowiada się ciekawie. Przez te stulecia nosiłam wiele masek. Dr Augustin Liba była szanowana, znana z profesjonalizmu i godna zaufania. Frank Stone miał we mnie powierniczkę. Pozwoliło mi to uwolnić jego potencjał w tych mrocznych dniach na oddziale psychiatrycznym. A teraz nowe pozory, nowa linia czasu, nowa szansa. Sprzedanie im tej kamery, przyznaję, było nie fair nawet jak na mnie. Nie mogli wiedzieć, jaką moc dzierżą w swoich rękach, ani jakie okrucieństwo spotka ich w hucie. O rany. Ale jakiż twórca nie byłby gotów cierpieć dla swojej sztuki. Wiedziałem, że ta kobieta wyglądała na dziwną. Czasy współczesne przenosimy się do Augustin Liba. Drzemka, miło.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Guess I just dozed off a bit. Wait, what happened to Augustine again?
She left.
Left?
She said she had to do something very urgently in her private reliquary.
Hey, now that we're all awake again, can we forget about Augustine for a minute and talk about the 1,000-foot-long elephant in the room?
Oh.
1,000 feet is the average length of film in a movie.
Oh.
Guess we were all playing it close to the vest before. Huh.
It's not my film. I just worked on it. Didn't direct it. It's not even on my official filmography.
I meant how we were all holding back about our film strips.
Oh. Right.
Whether you take credit for it or not, it's definitely the most infamous project that's associated with you. Cursed film collectors have been unsuccessfully searching for any trace of it for years. And now we are all here, each with our own little slice of a mysterious pie. It's a pretty big deal.
So, all of our film strips, they're part of this movie you and your friends made, Linda?
If they're not fakes, yeah.
Mine's not fake.
And all that stuff you said about it being cursed?
Murderous rages, CIA interrogation, total disassociation with reality. Because it's so rare, only a few people know for sure. So they say. If Augustine wants the only known surviving pieces of it, she's gonna have to pay up.
Tu chyba nie chodzi tylko o pieniądze.
Why do you think she wants it so bad? I mean, it's not really cursed, right?
I prefer not to dwell on the past. We're here, someone's offering to buy our sections of the film. That is all I'm concerned with right now.
Providence goes a long way towards a successful sale.
So do motives. I don't know about you, but I would very much like to know why Augustine is so desperate to get her hands on this film.
Well, first rule of business is to gather every bit of intel you can on your opponent. I don't know about you two ladies, but I have been itching to get a little look-see around this big old house of curiosities.
Are we allowed to look around?
Mieliście czuć się jak u siebie.
Want to keep sitting around, or want to peek behind the curtain?
Zwiedzajmy.
What are you waiting for?
Ta Linda wie chyba znacznie więcej. W końcu to ona kręciła ten film.
Now this is a real bold statement kind of room, you know what I mean? Knew Augustine got cash, but not like this kind of cash.
Sounds like you didn't scout your mark as well as you thought.
In business, we don't call them marks.
Hustling is a racket, not a business.
I wouldn't underestimate my scouting skills, if I were you. A lot rattling around up here that could be mutually beneficial.
Dobre pytanie, skąd wie?
Why don't you tell me how you know so much about Murder Mill?
I'm a big fan. It's your first credit.
Cut the shit, man.
Okay. You want to know the truth? When I first heard about it, I didn't believe it was real. But the more I looked into it, the more breadcrumbs I found. And the further I followed the trail, the more fascinated I became. Not just in the film, in the legend. Whether you meant to or not, you created a monster with this movie. Even if it isn't really cursed, the fact that everyone believes it is makes it real.
Believing in something doesn't make it real.
Well, that's why I had to find out for myself. Took me a couple years, but when the opportunity came for me to actually acquire a genuine piece of it, I jumped at the chance.
And just how did you acquire it? Exactly.
Dobre pytanie.
Hey, just catching up. So, what have you guys found?
Not much. But the night's young.
Not as young as you think. Let's keep looking around.
Cel, zbadaj przedsionek. Kochani, w tym momencie przełączyliśmy się na Lindę. Jednak dalsze zwiedzanie.
I love your outfit, by the way.
Dalsze zwiedzanie, moi kochani, to już
Deny this place would make an
w kolejnym
incredible film
odcinku,
location.
także
Cheap from a guy. He's got a guy who's got a pants guy, so I got these pants from his guy's guy, had them tailored just right by the other guy I know, who also got me the blazer.
Stan, przestań już gadać,
Super limited
bo
VIP
mi
club edition.
przeszkadzasz. Dziękuję.
Want to know a secret?
Sure.
Found the turtleneck in a second-hand shop.
Scandalous.
Right? Don't tell anyone.
Oh, you can be sure of that.
Dobra, poczekajmy, niech się wygadają. Już? Dziękuję. Kochani, drugie podejście. Także na tą chwilę kończymy. Wrócimy do rozgrywki, do poznawania okoliczności powstania filmu i co to w ogóle są za ludzie. Już w kolejnym odcinku, także miło mi było, jeżeli byliście tutaj ze mną i tak jak wczoraj zachęcam was do bycia razem ze mną w dniu jutrzejszym, gdzie będziemy poznawać dalszą historię. A na tą chwilę dziękuję wam, kochani, i do zobaczenia. Cześć!